Doesn't it feel like we're all running on a hamster wheel, chasing this thing called a fulfilling life? You follow all the rules, you read the self-help books, you listen to the podcasts, you try the productivity hacks, but you still feel like you're just staring at a box of ingredients with no recipe. And there's that quiet but persistent voice in the back of your mind whispering,
"Is this it? There has to be more."
What if I told you the answer isn't some groundbreaking, life-altering new secret? What if the key has been hiding in plain sight all along, tucked away in a dusty old diagram from your intro to psychology class? That's right, we're talking about Maslow's famous pyramid of needs, but not in the way you think. Forget climbing it like a corporate ladder. The real, practical wisdom for a life that feels genuinely good boils down to a simple, powerful, three-part mantra. Someone to love, something to do, and something to hope for. Stick around and I'll show you how this forgotten wisdom makes all that dense psychological theory actually work in your real life. Section 1, the foundation. Maslow 101. All right, let's hit rewind for a quick refresher. Back in 1943, a psychologist, Abraham Maslow, introduced a game-changing theory about human motivation. He pictured our needs in layers, like a pyramid, arguing that you can't get to the top without building a solid base first. You wouldn't hang chandeliers in a house that doesn't have walls yet, right? At the very bottom, the foundation of it all, are your physiological needs. These are the non-negotiables, your body's factory settings: air, food, water, sleep, and shelter. If you're starving or exhausted, nothing else matters. Your entire system is on red alert, and thoughts about higher purpose go right out the window. Once the basics are handled, you climb to safety needs. This level is all about bringing predictability to a chaotic world. Think physical safety, financial stability, and good health. Living without these is like trying to have a serious conversation on a roller coaster. Your body is in a constant state of low-key panic, making it impossible to relax, focus, or plan for the future. With a solid foundation of safety, the next floor up is love and belonging. This is our primal need to connect. We are hardwired for community. This is your family, your close friends, your partner, your tribe. Without them, we feel isolated and adrift. We can be the most talented person in the world, but without connection, it feels like playing a beautiful song to an empty room. Above that, we reach esteem needs. Maslow cleverly split this into two types. First, there's esteem from others, status, recognition, and applause. This is the sugar rush of getting 1,000 likes on a post. It feels fantastic, but it's external and fades fast. The more crucial part is self-esteem. That's unshakable, deep down belief in your own competence and worth. This is the quiet pride you feel when you know you've done good work, even if no one else sees it. And finally, at the very peak of the original pyramid, we have self-actualization. Maslow describes this as becoming everything that one is capable of becoming. It's the acorn's destiny to become a mighty oak, not a daisy. It's about tapping into your unique potential and living a life that is authentically you. This is the fulfillment we're all chasing. But how on earth do you actually do that? Section 2, the secret reveal, the mantra. For decades, we've been taught to see this pyramid as a video game. Clear level 1 to unlock level 2. But that's exactly where we go wrong. And it's why that feeling of fulfillment can seem so frustratingly out of reach. Life isn't a neat, orderly ladder, and self-actualization feels more like a vague philosophical concept than a real destination. This is where the secret comes in. It's not a complicated formula. It's a simple compass for navigating your life. The 3 grand essentials of happiness are something to do, someone to love, and something to hope for. This isn't just a nice quote for a coffee mug. It's a powerful, practical guide. It takes Maslow's towering theory and brings it down to a human scale. If the pyramid is the map of the human needs, this mantra is the compass you can use to find your way. It transforms the intimidating peak of self-actualization into 3 pillars you can actively build and maintain every single day. Section 3, the synthesis, connecting the dots. Someone to love, the pillar of connection. The first essential, someone to love, plugs directly into the heart of Maslow's pyramid, the need for love and belonging. After our basic survival is covered, this is arguably the most critical need for our psychology and well-being. And let's be clear, this isn't just about romantic love. It's about deep, authentic connection in all its forms. The unbreakable bond with your family, the easy laughter with true friends, the unconditional love for a pet. These relationships are the emotional shock absorbers for our lives, a fortress against loneliness and despair. They give you that incredible feeling that you are not in this alone. But someone to love also elevates us. Touching on an idea Maslow added later in his life, a level beyond self-actualization called transcendence. This is our need to connect to something bigger than ourselves. When you truly love someone or something, you shift the focus from yourself to another. Your world expands. The driving question of your life slowly changes from,
What's in it for me?
to
What can I give?
And in that selfless shift, we find a profound and unexpected sense of purpose. Something to do, the pillar of purpose. The second essential, something to do, is the engine of your life's journey. This is your direct line to Maslow's levels of esteem and self-actualization. Now, this is not just about having a job to pay the bills. That's a safety need. Something to do is about meaningful engagement. It's the difference between treading water to stay afloat and actually sailing towards a destination. This pillar is what feeds our hunger for achievement and competence. Whether it's mastering your career, pouring your soul into a creative hobby, or dedicating time to a cause you believe in, this is how you build real self-respect. You're proving to yourself through action that you are capable and that your efforts matter. This is the source of what Maslow called firmly based self-esteem. A confidence built on the solid foundation of your own abilities, not the shaky ground of others' opinions. This is also the definition of self-actualization in practice. As Maslow said, what a man can be, he must be. Your something to do is the arena where you get to become yourself. It's the artist facing a blank canvas, the entrepreneur building a vision, the parent raising a child. This pursuit gives life direction and meaning. Without it, we feel useless and adrift, no matter how much love we have. Something to hope for, the pillar of progress. The final essential something to hope for is the North Star on your horizon, constantly pulling you forward. This pillar aligns perfectly with the highest levels of Maslow's pyramid, self-actualization and transcendence. While something to do gives you purpose in the present, something to hope for gives you a reason to be excited about your future. Hope is the fuel for growth. It's the core belief that tomorrow can be better than today, and that you have a role to play in that improvement. This doesn't have to be a monumental life goal. It can be the simple joy of looking forward to a vacation, the release of a new album, or seeing your garden bloom. It's the difference between maintaining your life and actively growing it. This pillar is the essence of a growth mindset. Self-actualized people aren't motivated by fixing deficiencies. They're driven by the desire to grow. Hope ensures the journey never ends. It also connects directly to transcendence by allowing us to imagine and work toward a better world for others, a purpose that extends far beyond our own lives. It's the ultimate antidote to stagnation and the spark that ignites every great human endeavor. So, the secret to a fulfilling life isn't a complex puzzle. It's been right there all along, hiding inside that famous pyramid, waiting for a practical translation. Fulfillment isn't some frantic climb to the top of a ladder. It's about building a life on 3 sturdy pillars. Someone to love, which satisfies our deep need for connection. Something to do, which builds our self-respect and allows us to become who we are meant to be. And something to hope for, which points us toward a brighter future and keeps us growing. So the next time you feel that sense of emptiness or that you're stuck in a rut, don't just stare at the top of the pyramid and feel overwhelmed. Take a moment and perform a simple diagnostic. Check on your 3 pillars. Where is the crack? Is it in your connections with others, in your sense of purpose, or in your hope for the future? By focusing on these 3 core areas, you're actively nurturing the highest of human needs. You're building a dynamic, resilient, and deeply meaningful life, one that truly feels fulfilling. My name is Stephen Kofer. Thanks for stopping by. I'm excited about this channel because it helps people just like you build a better future. Watching this video is your first step in taking action instead of just dreaming about building success. Now, I want to turn it over to you. Be honest with yourself for a second. Which of these 3 pillars, someone to love, something to do, or something to hope for, needs the most attention in your life right now? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. I read every one. These 3 pillars are helpful, but they're useless without the right mindset. Click on my Mindset Mastery playlist, inspired by the ideas and mindset, The New Psychology of Success by Carol S. Dweck. It's built to help you shift how you think about growth, challenges, and success in both business and life. I'll see you there.